I'm Kimberly Tyler,
And I am Crystal Ryan.
and we are here to spill the tea. Spill
The tea,
the tea. And
the
spill
tea,
the tea.
and drink it.
You doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Doing good. I'm tired. I feel like I just stay too busy.
It was definitely a busy day today. It was. It's got me tired.
Yeah. So, girl, what was your lit of the week?
So my lit of the week happened probably Saturday because Kayla got her associate's degree. So
Yay! Good job, Jelly Bean.
proud of her. And then Bub went and picked up his cap and gown today. So that was
Uh-oh.
everyone's growing up.
Yeah, you got
So
graduation number 2.
yeah,
Mhm.
we didn't think we'd make it to this one, so we're excited about
I know, I
it.
wish I could be there.
Ugh.
Bub
He had senior
graduation.
skip day today too, so he's all at
Um,
IHOP and doing some other dumb shit. I'm like, that's what you did for senior skip day? He's like, yeah, we got pancakes.
I ain't mad at that. I love pancakes.
I mean, can't be mad at it. I just was surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what about you, girl?
I would have to say my niece, okay, on the day we're recording right now, my niece will be getting married on Sunday.
Yay!
So, yeah, I'm just excited for her. In fact, let's shout out because by the time this comes out, you guys will have been married. So, congratulations, Morgan and Hayden.
Woo! Congrats.
We wish you a long and happy marriage.
Absolutely. Make some babies. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. Well, just a couple times a little tough right now. Maybe one. Maybe one.
Oh,
Man, so what was your hangover of the week?
I guess I really didn't have anything too terrible this week.
That's good.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing crazy. I paid rent
Yeah,
today,
well, I
so
feel
that
that.
sucked. Because now them funds drop down real low. But other than that, just normal. Just
Yeah,
normal
I
stuff.
feel that.
What
Just
about
make
you,
sure.
girl? What was your hangover?
My hangover. Um, I don't know. I guess this probably sounds so terrible, but I don't mean it this way. But what comes along with this big event is, you do have like some of your family members come. And I haven't really like talked to anybody in a while. So and I personally have social anxiety. It doesn't matter if you're a friend or a family member. Like if I'm not totally used to talking to you all the time, I'm going to just feel so dry. So
um,
that's going to be my hangover of the week.
I'm sure it is.
But I'm
I
still
know. I hate that
excited to
I
see
can't be
everybody.
there. I hate that I
Yeah.
can't be there. I really wanted to go. It just fell right in between the two graduations, so I knew it'd be
Oh, yeah.
difficult. So,
And she understands that too.
oh yeah, and I think Kayla had even told her like we would went if it was a different month.
Yeah.
It's just a busy month.
Yes, it is. And it's just going to keep getting busier.
This is true.
So, girl, tell everybody what we got in store for tonight.
So I think we have decided that we would like to touch on some online dating. And the reason being is I feel like everyone can probably You've at least tried it at least once. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
I don't care. Male, female, 18 to 50. You've tried it. You've either gone on there and at least looked. So I figured we would talk about, kind of the good experience, the bad ones, the weird ones, and then just
Yeah.
we got some fun facts about online dating that we wanted to share. So yeah, I think we're gonna dive into that if that's
Yeah.
okay with you, Miss Kimberly.
Uh, oh yes. Oh, and before we get started, if you guys have any weird dates, online meetups, hookups, whatever, hit us up. We want to know about it. We'll talk about it,
We
You
want
can
the weird
remain
ones.
anonymous. Yeah. We want everything. Even the best date. If it led to you having like this 10-year marriage and kids, let us know. We'll celebrate that too.
Yeah. I think my obsession came from the 90 Day Fiance, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Some of those European men, I'm just saying, they look good. And the accent is hot. So if anyone has any tips on how to land an Irish man or
So
yeah.
like,
I'm just saying season 5 had a real nice looking, I think he was from Moldova or something. I don't
oh,
know.
okay.
But his accent,
So what all dating apps have you used?
um, I have tried Tinder. I have tried Plenty of Fish back in the day.
Oh man.
And I know. And then just like the little Facebook dating. I tried that at one point.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I think I've tried. I definitely know I tried Plenty of Fish. And
good old
let's see.
POF.
I feel like it was one that was kind of like Tinder, but it wasn't called Tinder. Now I can't think of what it's
Okay.
called. Um, and then I think like I did
There,
like probably some little Facebook group
there was
like
like
thing.
Bumble. Did you do Bumble?
No, I didn't do Bumble.
I didn't do Bumble either. I think Bumble is more geared towards like really like the younger, kind of like that 18 to 24
Yeah.
kind of age group.
I
But
never tried
Tinder,
Harmony.
like
I felt like that was for
Match.com,
old people.
Christian
Match.com. I think
Mingle.
that's what it was. I think that's what it was. Match.com. They had an app finally, and I used it.
Well, and like, I don't know, like, part of me is like, why? I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay to swipe on whether or not I think somebody's attractive.
And like
So,
sometimes you might not even end up talking to that person. Like you'll
right.
just keep liking each other's swiping or whatever, and nothing happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, the guy that we talked about previously about when we were at the Mexican karaoke night, that's how I met him, was on Tinder. I was just gonna say, a side note is I don't recommend Tinder while you live next to an army post or any military base.
For any small town at that.
Oh my god. That too.
Yes.
Everybody knows everybody. Not good. Or everyone's dated everyone you're trying to date, so there's a story about
Yeah.
everybody. Oh, you're going out with Timmy that works at the mall? Don't do that.
He cheated on
I,
his wife and his side chick. No.
yeah, that's E-Town dating for sure. Like, I remember I went on like a first date with somebody I'd met off of, I think it might have been Plenty of Fish, honestly.
Yeah.
And he was like the owner of this little like vape shop when those were kind of like first kind of popping up.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm not a hater. Short kings need love too, right? But little bio said he was like 5'10", so I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good amount taller than me because I'm like 5'3", 5'4". So I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. So we meet up at Longhorn right there in front of the mall. I get out of my car. He tells me what he's driving, so he pulls up, gets out. Girl, this man was not 5'10". He was nowhere near 5'10". We're eye level.
Oh no.
And so I didn't say anything at first because I'm like, you know what? Not a big deal. Maybe he's got, like some self consciousness that he can't,
Yeah.
just stick out there that he's 5'4.5". I don't know. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna still go to this date and just see because we'd been talking and he seemed pretty decent.
Yeah.
So the whole time we're sitting there, like finally, like I've had a drink or two. So I'm like, so 5'10", huh? And he's like, what? And I was like, your bio says you're like 5'10". And he's like, oh, I just picked something. And I'm like, okay, but it's like 6 inch. That's like a 6 inch difference, right? That would be like
Yeah.
me putting on my bio that I'm 120 pounds, right? Like, I'm not. I haven't been 120 pounds since high school. No. If I'd have showed up saying I weighed 120 pounds, really, really weighing 150, he'd have been like, right? But
That's
we're not allowed to
true.
talk about that because, men be all worried about height. And I'm like, yeah, we care because we want you to be at least a little bit taller. Doesn't have to be a whole lot, but a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I think I used to feel like that, but I think it depends on the person. Cause like they can have some charisma and kind of get you to look past that height. You be like, okay, I got you, shorty.
You know what though? Some of my better sexual experiences have been with somebody who was like 5'8" or less. Maybe it just meshes well when y'all are the same size.
It's like everything's just,
It just
balanced
lines
out.
up.
So
But
you said you got
yeah,
some statistics, huh?
I do. Let me pull it up. I've got them saved. So just some fun ones for funsies. We've got. So I think I want to hear from everybody else too. Like, are you on something like Tinder to actually meet somebody like that you want to maybe pursue a relationship with, or at least a casual relationship with, or are you
Mhm.
just looking for piece of ass? So, with that being said, according to eHarmony, so there you go. There's that the older people dating site. Um, it says only 33% of the women admitted to looking on there for just a random hookup,
Oh,
but
wow.
60% of the men said that they were looking for a random hookup. I thought that was
Do you
kind
think,
of
yeah, do you think the women's one is accurate?
no. No, because I think women don't like to admit that kind of stuff, but like we're all a sexual creature by nature. So
Mhm.
if you're not in a relationship with somebody, you may be open to the relationship, but you're also, I think, just as open to just having some physical contact.
Yeah.
So I don't think, and the men's might be higher in real life too than women's because it is what it is. But I think that women's number's wrong. I just think they don't want to admit it.
They lying.
So lying. So and then I'll ask you a question and you tell me what you think. Out of
Okay.
these three age groups, which one do you
Mhm.
think has the highest percentage of like using an online dating app? You've got ages 18 to 29, 30 to 49, or 50 and
Mhm.
plus.
I'm gonna have to. I can only pick one age group.
Yeah, like which one do you think has the highest like percent of using an online dating app?
Mm. Originally, I think I would have went with the 55 plus because they don't get out
Hmm.
really to go anywhere. So, they meet people. But I don't know, like I feel like with our younger generation now, they're so used to being on their phones and tablets. Like I would think they'd be the ones using the apps most of the time.
All right. Are you ready for the answer?
Yes.
Out of all of the online dating users, and this is done in November of 2023, the 50 to 60 plus users was only 13% using a dating app.
Oh, okay.
The 18 to 29-year-olds was 26%, which means the
Oh,
30 to 49-year-olds, which would be our generation, is at a
dang.
whopping 61%.
Wow, y'all. We just out there.
We got to get out there, y'all. We got to get off this. We got to get off this plenty of fish nonsense.
Right. Because you be finding some crazy people on there too.
And then, like, sadly enough, this is a pretty high number too. Uh, 40% of U.S. couples admit that they met their person on an online dating app. So
Oh, okay.
that's a lot if you think about it.
That is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I guess it's so weird to me because I have not ever had a successful like online
Yeah, me neither.
meet.
Me
Like
neither.
honestly, the person I'm with now, like we met at work.
Yeah, I think that's more common. I think most of my relationships have been somebody I met at work. And like any online dating I really did was like, I mean, I don't even know if I've really even hooked up with anyone when I was doing the
Yeah.
Tinder or the Plenty of Fish, because my hoe phase consisted of somebody from work. Good old
Yeah.
good old good old eBay came from work. And then uh the other one came from somebody else that was connected to work. So
But you know what? I just gotta say this real quick. Honestly, when you meet someone at work, like it's so exciting at first. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to work.
and that's a weird feeling.
It is. And you're going from, just kind of going and doing what you gotta do, but now you get to go and like flirt.
That's true. And then like you get all like I'd get all extra cute to go to eBay. Why are we getting cute to go to eBay? Knowing I'm gonna be sweating.
That was a hard job, let me tell
We had one strong arm. We were like,
my like right arm muscles were like so much bigger.
don't put on makeup to go pull this 100-pound cart around just in case, quality control strolls by. Come on now. That's crazy. Like at the funeral home when I was doing that, that was different because I had to get dolled up every day anyways.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
that, I had to look pretty every day anyways. But like we would stay later than everybody else, so we'd have like that little bit of time by ourselves. Or get there early before everyone else.
Shoot, not me.
She said, I don't care how cute you are, I gotta go.
Right? Shoot, if it's time to go, I'm leaving.
She said, clock out. Oh man, I'm not even mad for real.
Oh man, like
That's
we
how
could
I
be in
feel now. If I met somebody
Right?
at work now, I'd be like, well, it's 5:01. I got to go.
Right? Like we can hang in the parking lot for a second, but
For a whole
eventually,
second. For a whole second. Because I'm still ready to go home and take my pants off.
girl, right? I haven't, but you know what though? I haven't actually done that in a long time. Like I always have bottoms on at home.
Oh man, you're messing
I
up.
know. I'm fucking up.
I might not be wearing bottoms now. You know, y'all will never know.
I have bottoms on.
I'm not gonna tell.
Do you want to see my feet?
Oh no.
So like what was okay, what was your weirdest date from an online app?
Date. I feel like all of them really just wanted to like hook up. So one
Yeah.
of them, um, you'll know who it is eventually. I can't say their name, but cosplay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's how I met him, was from Tinder, and then we kept kind of like running into each other because Elizabethtown's about as big as my butt cheek for real. Like it's just not. It's just not big. Um, the first time I met him, he was like, "Do you want to meet me and go hang out at Walmart in Bardstown?" So I'm like, "Okay,
Oh, you gotta
sure."
drive to Bards.
So I drove to Bardstown. I'm like, "All right." So I get there. We walk around Walmart. We're just hanging out talking, which is fine, honestly. Like, if you don't have the money for like a real date and you just want to walk around somewhere, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
So we're doing that, and then he's like, all right, well, I do got work soon. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, where'd you park at? So I'm like, oh, I parked, over here. And he's like, oh, I'll come park by you, we'll talk for a minute, and then I'll take off and go to work. I'm like, okay. So he comes and pulls up beside me. He's like, you want to get in my car and talk? And I'm like, oh, sure. So he's like, you want to sit in the back seat and talk? And I'm like, sure. This man starts pulling out he's like, I thought maybe you'd want to see this. I don't want to see it.
Like the audacity, like, damn, can you talk to me
Like,
first?
maybe it's me being naive. Like, I should not have maybe gotten the back seat of the car.
Yeah.
But I really didn't think, like penis was coming out. That wasn't my thought process at all.
Right.
But it
I mean,
did.
not that I'm shaming a surprise bang. Nothing wrong with that. But at least,
No.
like, give me a chance to to get there.
Like, can I accept or decline the offer first? Can I swipe left or right? I mean, shit.
She's gonna be in the car, like,
like,
oh my gosh.
no. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. No, we just met.
Right.
um, you're all right, but I'm not really ready for that step. Not at the Walmart parking lot in Bardstown. I'm not doing it there. Mm-mm.
If I've ever had a weird online date that I can remember.
Have you had a really good online date?
Mm, no. I mean, like, well, okay. I take that back. I think I did go out with this one guy. He had lived out in Louisville, so he was gonna take me to O'Charlie's out there in E Town. You remember that?
Kind of.
And like, I was just so hungry. I was excited for the dinner. But anyways, he like we went back to his house just to kind of hang out, just talk, some more and
Yeah.
but you know, it went down
Why would I remember this man?
because it's kind of forgetful because it was like a one-time thing and it was a guy like if you would have seen him, you would have been like, "What?" Like he did not look like someone I would have went out with.
Okay.
But we were at Deepwood when
Okay.
was talented in satisfaction.
So, like, so since it was
Time,
good,
yeah, it was. But at the same time, it was like I think I might have had some adrenaline running because it was like you're excited, but at the same time, you don't know if you're gonna get murdered. So that could have played into it a little.
where did y'all go to like hook up at?
We were at his house.
You went all the way to Louisville?
Yeah, he drove me
Girl.
there. That's why I was like, I might get murdered, but I got to eat some old Charlie's
What?
rolls.
What? Why do I feel like now it's coming back to me? Like you telling me, like in a text, like we're going back to Louisville. If you don't hear from me, I'm dead.
I probably sent it too. Cause like where he wanted like to hang out and his house was in his basement. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get knocked out and chopped up and he's gonna keep my head somewhere.
You're supposed to be Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my god.
Oh man. But I got to eat some old Charlie's though.
Well, I mean, you gotta pick your battles.
Right. I got a last meal. What more can you ask for? Man. Well, I can't be in the game no more. I'd be having a heart attack every time I went on a date with somebody. Like, wow, you
You're
grabbing
gonna kill me?
me?
I'm like, you can't bring him back to your house. That's not safe either.
Oh, oh no, oh
Because then they know
no.
where you live. They could be
We are,
scoping it out.
girl. I tell you, when we lived at Deepwood, I really like had that fear of like somebody watching us because it was us, just us two women and two kids in that house.
Yeah.
So
And we were a little bit reckless.
yeah, we were. Sometimes we
I
would
know.
leave the door
I know.
unlocked.
I know what other dating app we might have perused for a little bit.
What was it?
Sugar daddy.
Oh man. Oh no. I almost forgot about that.
Well, we're not gonna dive into that, but ladies, just stay off of that.
Unless you're trying to make some change.
He said, "Loose change."
Oh my gosh. But you know what? Hold on, let me say this real quick. You can be surprised of the people that would be on those kind of websites. Like when you hear about sugar daddies, you're thinking like some old balding ass guy, like trying to be all skeezy and stuff.
Mm.
But what I came into an encounter with this man that was probably at that time I was in my early 30s, and he
Yeah, we
was
were
probably
30.
like yeah, mid late 40s, and he was very attractive. Like I was like, I can't believe he's on this website. But like we went out to lunch and everything, and he just really just wanted like someone that was just, going to be there for him to have fun.
Yeah.
And but his wife wasn't gonna know about it. He even had like these high tech apps and everything to keep stuff secret. Like I had to send my text messages and pictures through this little like app I had to download.
Oh my god.
He was trying to give an allowance, y'all, but I was too busy, so he had to move on.
She said I had too much going on.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I was trying to go to school.
That's true. We were trying to better our lives.
That's right. But then you do meet like some fun ones. Like I remember there was this I never met him, but I remember his profile. Like he literally just wanted people to go to parties with him because he wanted to look like this like Mr. Cool guy. Like he was old but he was still hip or something.
He was pulling all kinds of hoes.
Yeah. But he was in Lexington.
Mm,
So,
that's a little far from where we were.
yeah.
Yeah. Online dating, y'all. It's something. I really hope y'all comment and send us some stuff about your guys' experiences, because even if it was a little bad or weird, we can laugh at it now.
That's right. And you can still remain anonymous. No one has to know
Oh
who
yeah.
you are. Just let us know that, and we
Or if
won't
you
say your
married
name.
your swipe writer, that's awesome. One of
And
my brothers met his wife on Tinder.
really,
Hmm.
I didn't know that's how they met.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they're
well,
all
they're
extra
very
in love.
lucky. Yeah, they just got married.
Yeah. It's a good wedding. And she's lovely. So
It looked beautiful.
it was really fun. And I've never seen him cry, so it was very sweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
so what was the best date that you've had from a dating app,
From a dating app.
and which one did you use?
I'm trying to think. I definitely probably used uh, Tinder the most, but I don't know if I had any really good experiences with Tinder. They were all weird or just looking to I'm okay, if you're upfront about it, like, hey, I'm just trying to hook up or whatever, like that's fine. But like don't pretend to get to know me for like a day or two and then just be like, when are you gonna come over and suck my dick? Because the answer's gonna be never. And I was so tired. Okay, and anyone that knows me or has seen this now knows, like, I'm a big chested girl. So, like, I get the, when you gonna let me put it between those titties? And I'm like, I'm not. And what does that do for me? Fellas, it doesn't do anything for us.
Right. It
We don't,
doesn't.
it's just
Not
me
at
holding
all.
them there, and it's a pain in the ass. I mean, for real.
Wondering if you're going to get shot in the eye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For the love of God, man. And then that's the first thing they send you. They're like, damn, girl, them some big ass titties. I want to put my mouth on them. If I had $1 for every time someone on an online dating app asked me to put their mouth on my titty, I could pay off the car. Just saying.
And don't you like just love when you could be talking and then you not maybe like you don't hear from them for a couple hours and then finally when they come through they casually slide in a dick pic. Like I didn't ask for this and I didn't want to see.
And they don't photograph well.
No. I'm telling you guys right now, just stop doing it. It never looks good.
We'd rather see it in person. Let's have a surprise.
Yes. Yes.
Or like if you want to be like, oh, I got like 6 inches. Okay, that's cool. I'll see it when we get to that point.
Right. Like even when Drake did it, I wasn't really like that excited about it. I was like, I really did not want to see that.
Okay, but me personally had a great time with TikTok after the dick pic from because TikTok was funny. That's some of the best
It was.
memes I've ever seen in my life. And like his face expression while it was happening. I mean, the whole thing was just hilarious.
It was. Like, I wonder who that was for.
One of his baby mamas, I guess. I don't know. With his secret babies out there and stuff now. I don't know what's going on.
So cut out the dick pics. But like if you wanna sext, like that's okay too. Like, sometimes that's a little turn on. You'd be like, oh, okay. You gonna do that?
Yeah, but you can do it without the dick pic, guys.
Yes.
You can just talk dirty. Or if you want to show me like how nice your arms are, I'm okay with it. Because I think that's my thing. I got to thinking today, somebody asked me or somebody made a comment that said that he thinks women have like their thing. So whether it be like eyes or hair or like lips, whatever, and that they'll date anybody. Well, no, almost anybody that has that, at least that one quality. So like for me, like I like nice arms. So he's like, so the rest of the package really isn't that important. He's like, you might be like, oh, their face is all right, but his arms are nice, so I'm still gonna date him. And then I was like, I remember, like, do you remember, like, when I was with Keith, we never really held hands. I always held his bicep.
His arm.
Yeah.
That's
and then
true.
I was like, it's my thing.
And you liked his neck.
You didn't have to. It's me.
My bad. I wasn't trying to be messy.
Oh my
trying
God.
to help you remember.
I forget. Yeah, I do like a neck. I don't know where that comes from, honestly. I think it just started with Keith.
You like them thick necks.
I do. Especially when he came out of boot camp, I was like, why is your neck like that? But why do I love it?
Man.
Your thing's thighs.
Yeah, I like thighs. Especially like if they're muscular. Man, I don't know what it is. It just gets me rolling. I don't want to take a bite out of crime.
I just want to bite your thigh.
I won't really bite it, but you get what
You
I'm
might
trying
if
to
you
say.
ask nicely.
Perhaps. Well, there's only one person now that can ask.
That's true. That's
Let
true.
me clarify.
All these people sliding in your DMs. You want to bite this thigh? I'd rather get a thigh pic though than a dick pic.
Girl, same. Like, I'd be okay with it.
All right,
Oh,
fellas, just send me
man.
pictures of your necks.
Oh, gosh.
To
I'm done. She doesn't want to.
and until next time, and send in some stuff, guys. Send it in.
Yes. Send it in. If you go on our Instagram, we have a link to absolutely everything.
Yes.
So if you just want to send in your stories, go ahead, send them in. We got you. We want them. Don't be scared.
Yeah, send in some Q&A stuff too if you want to ask some questions or
Yeah,
share
we
some
got you.
ideas. We definitely want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. So until next time, stay lit.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.